Would you please welcome to the stage Mr. Ian McLagan.
Hello. Nice to be back here in Tom's River. Thank you. That happens sometimes. Great to be back in Philly. Hello, old friend. It's been a long time since I seen your face in front of mine. I could talk all night, I could drink a few, I got stories to tell, but I wanna know about you. I heard you were lonely, I've been lonely too. Thought I was the only fool I knew. Hello, old friend. It's been a long time. Let's make it soon. Let's make it right. I heard you were lonely, lonely too. Thought I was the only fool I knew. Hello, old friend. I'll see you in a while. We'll sit and talk, and you'll make me smile. We're gonna laugh at all this. You'll sing me a song. I'll raise my glass and play along. Hello, old friend. Thank you. You're a nice bunch. I got a lot of stories. You know, whenever I hit that line, I got stories to tell. He says, my dad used to call me Talkie Charlie. Share that with you for the first time ever. But I do know how to rabbit, and that's English for talk a lot. It's also, well, it's another thing. I digress. I do digress. That's why I had to write my book, All the Rage, because there were so many stories. Thank you. Thank you. Well, it's now, I just had it printed. I got out of my deal with Macmillan after all these years, and it's funny, I finally broke through and got, I earned my advance from them, and pretty soon after they lost interest in me because they had to pay me. So now I've had to spend to have it printed, and now I've got new copies with a little extra page or two, but we'll meet and greet and talk later. I'll talk now, but you can talk later. This is an unrequited love song. Sometimes that's all you got. Ooh, hold me, honey, hold me tight. Look deep into my loving eyes. I ain't lying, I'm your lover man. don't let go. I'll tell you everything I know, but you know I'm your lover man. Ooh, ooh, baby, can't you see? I'm at your feet, down on my knees. Ooh, hold me, darling, don't say no. Let's do it right here on the floor. Don't you know I'm your lover man? Ooh, hold me, honey, please don't stop. You can break every bone I got. You got me, and I'm your lover man. Ooh, ooh, baby, can't you see? I'm at your feet, down on my knees. Ooh, hold me, baby, hold me close. Let me tell you you're the most, the one for me. I'm your lover man. Can't you see? Your lover man. Let me be your lover man. That's all it is. Thank you. This man's cheating. He's filming the set list. It's a fine piece of cardboard there. I worked for quite a while with a dear friend of mine, Billy Bragg. And thank you. Yeah, Billy's great. Billy's brilliant. He's the writer of as many love songs as you could actually handle. He's the most beautiful writer. And he's political, but his love songs are the best, I think. And I was playing in his band for some years, and I used to go to England and rehearse and play with them. And one of the guys in the band, Ben Mandelson, who's a brilliant musician, he can play just about anything, and any instrument. And his wife died, and I didn't know her well, but I knew him enough to know that, well, you had to say something. But I wanted to comfort him, and I couldn't really. And I wrote a song inspired by just the feeling of wanting to help him, and I couldn't play it for him because it was too emotional, too tender. What do you say if someone dies? I'll tell you what you say. You say something, anything, just a hug. Because when my wife died, this was the song I found myself playing for myself. And I wrote it for Ben. Eventually I did play it for him, and he loves it. He's since married, very happily. He found another lovely lady. So there's hope for us all. Thank you. Thank you. It's called, it's aptly called Where Angels Hide. I think they must hide in here. There are words I don't have, I can't find them, nothing I can say to help you or get you through the day. The words that might heal you escape me, nothing that I write can help you or get you through the night. You're not alone. She'll always be there, right by your side, singing lullabies. And when you dream, she'll always be where angels hide in paradise. There are words I should say and want to, but I don't know where to start. A whisper might shatter your heart. The words unspoken might say more than any I can find to help you find some peace of mind. You're not alone. She'll always be there, right by your side, singing lullabies. And when you dream, she'll always be where angels hide in paradise. Paradise, paradise. Thank you. This is a song I used to sing for my lovely lady Kim. She used to get a laugh out of this. She used to laugh at me a lot. Sugar and spice and all things nice, that's how girls are made. Sticks and stones may break your bones, that's what I heard them say. Fools rush in where angels won't. I offer my advice. See, what I've heard is lightning never strikes the same place twice. But you struck me down 100 times, killing me with love. You're killing me with love. I wonder why I try to understand the things you do. It's okay to run and hide when thunder clouds appear. See, I've been hurt by love before. There's nothing left to fear. It's nothing new. I'm a suffering fool, killing me with love. You're killing me with love. My attention span is wide, but yours is deep as the deep blue sea. Sometimes tunes rhyme moon with June, and they're the ones that sell. The rain in Spain falls mainly on clay. Plain, it's as clear as a bell. I'm just a fella with no umbrella, drowning in your love. You're killing me with love. You're showering me with love. You're killing me with love. Thank you. I should have brought a towel up here, but still and all, it's nice to sweat when you're playing. This is a song I wrote for my daughter. It's an advice song, and I never remember to mention that in fact I wrote it using Buddy Holly song titles. Just being clever, I think. Except for one, and that was Mickey and Sylvia. Love is Strange. I think it was Mickey and Sylvia. I heard 3 yeses. Very quiet. It was like, yep, yep. Ah, thank you. Does it sound all right up here? It's because Greg did a good job. Thanks, Greg. This is an advice song, as I mentioned. I wrote with Ronnie Wood, and it's on my second album, Bump in the Night. And I now sing it for my granddaughter, because I don't never listen to my parents. And it's called Little Girl. Oh no, I said the wrong song. It'll sound the same on the piano. I fell asleep, wait. Little girl, there's a world outside. Take it steady and take your time. So let me tell you what I'm thinking of. Gonna learn about it soon enough. They'll break your heart, they'll make you cry. Look at me with those big brown eyes. Let me warn you, boys tell lies. Little girls fall for all those lines. Don't be the teaser, don't lead them on. Don't do anything you know I do. I'm trying to warn you, you'll always be my little girl. You're the one. Think it over and have your fun. Take it easy while you're learning the game. And just remember, love is strange. They'll break your heart, they'll make you cry. Look at me with those big brown eyes. Let me warn you, boys tell lies. Little girls fall for all those lines. Early in the morning, every day, just remember what I'm telling you. I'm trying to warn you, you'll always be my little girl. Little girl, be careful, honey. Little girl, will you listen to me? I can't say how it's gonna be. It's so easy to think it's love. Gonna learn about it soon enough. They'll break your heart, they'll make you cry. Look at me with those big brown eyes. Let me warn you, boys tell lies. Little girls fall for all those lies. Don't be the teaser and don't lead them on. Do anything you know I do. I'm trying to warn you, you'll always be my little girl. Little girl. Little girl. Little girl. Be careful, honey. Thank you very kindly. It's a solo show in a way, but you know, without John Noda Thomas, I'm just an idiot. Mr. John Noda Thomas is going to join us on bass now and vocals. Hello. Oh, there you are. Grand entrance.
Where are you at?
Where are you at? John and I both live in Austin, Texas, and John's from Syracuse. Me, not so much. Yeah, Syracuse, God. Wow. And then he moved to Peoria? Okay. Originally from Philadelphia. No, he's from Syracuse.
Pretty close, as Austinites think.
Yeah. When I first moved to Austin, I could have told this before you come up. You don't have to stand in a room.
I love standing here.
Okay. When I first moved to Austin, when we first moved to Austin, we bought a house out in the country where I still live, and when we were converting the 3-car garage into a studio, which is where we've been recording all these last 17 years. And as we were doing that, my wife said to me, "Where are you going to put the windows?" And I said, "You can't have windows in a studio, silly." She said, "Mac, we're in the country. There's nobody around." So I took her advice. Of course, I put windows in. One day I'm thinking of an idea, and I look out, and it's raining. I went outside, and it was warm rain. Something you don't get in England. Probably don't get it here either, do you? I mean, if it rains in England, it's really cold. It's miserable. And if it's sunny, it's humid. It's a great place to live. Great place to leave. Well, I've actually spent half my life now in America. And my wife wouldn't let me marry an American girl, so I never got the accent, you know. She's quite strict about that. This is the song I wrote, though. The first song I wrote in Austin, and it's on my album, Best of British. And it's called Warm Rain. Roses round your door in pink and red. That's what you wanted, that's what you said. To settle down with some lucky guy and walk barefoot under southern skies. Warm rain falls on you, falls on me, and leaves me dry. Roses round your door in yellow and pink. Is that what you wanted? Is that what you think? Sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. I sit here watching the clouds roll in. Warm rain fall down me, 'cause now I see what a fool I've been. Warm rain falls on you, falls on me, and leaves me dry. If you pray real hard, you just might get what you want. And I'm down on my knees on the floor. A little rain would be good right now, but sometimes when it rains, it pours. Running out again in this warm rain. You're running out on me and straight to him. Warm rain, drown me, What a fool I've been. Warm rain falls on you, falls on him, and leaves me dry. Warm rain. Warm rain. Warm rain. Warm rain. Thank you. Now we have some Ronnie Lane fans in the house. I'm real happy about that. Everywhere we go, there's Ronnie Lane fans. It's a big deal for me. And I firmly believe it keeps him alive. Play his songs. This is one of the, this is off the face, actually I'm not sure which album. I think it's Ooh La La, isn't it? But Ooh La La or Not As Good As A Wink. Two best albums we made, both produced by Glyn Johns. Yeah. And Glyn is, he's fantastic. I asked him once, when I was writing the book some years ago now, just asked him about a particular event, whether he remembered, and there was a silence on the other end of the phone. He said, Mac, he said, I don't remember anything. He said, I was at Olympic Studios every day for years. He said, I'd look up, and there's the Stones. I'd look up, it's the Who. Small Faces, Traffic, Steve Miller. I mean, it went on and on. I mean, Jimi Hendrix. Motherfucker. Well, I mean, he was brilliant what he did, but I mean, it sort of almost didn't matter. As long as there was talent out there, he'd bring the best out of them. So, here's a heads up to Glyn and to Ronnie Lane. And, this is called Glad and Sorry. And on the original record, it was Ronnie Lane and Ronnie Wood, neither of whom could be here tonight, so John and I would do our bit. Thank you kindly for thinking of me. If I'm not smiling, I'm just thinking. Glad and sorry, happy or sad, when all is done and spoken, you're up or I'm down. Can you show me a dream? Can you show me one that's better than mine? Can you stand it in the cold light of day? Well, neither can I. Thank you. Thank you. This is the title track from the last album, Never Say Never. I can hear you calling my name, or somebody's whispering that sounds like you. I can see you standing in the shade. The sun is glistening and it's blinding my view. I can feel your touch on my face. I remember kissing you for the first time. I can sense you just out of frame, and I'll be reminiscing for the rest of my life. Never loved anyone, I never loved anybody but you, baby. Never been lucky, baby, I never back winners, but I'll never say never again. I can see your face in the crowd, and I've been listening to an angel's cry. I can dream if you hang around. I can do anything with you by my side. Never loved anyone, I never loved anybody but you, baby. Never been lucky, baby, I never backed winners, but I'll never say never again. I'll never say never again. John Loder Thomas on empathy and vocals and bass. I went to the bar, wrote that. It's famous. He photographed it.
I like the
My
color.
neck really hurts just recently. No, I'm only kidding. Oh. This is a little song off Never Say Never. It was also on Best of British. We were in a studio of radio station one morning, like at 8 o'clock in the morning. We used to do a lot of them. And in between patter and records, they said, okay, you've got 2 minutes to check your sound. And my drummer started playing a rhythm for one song, and I started playing this song to that rhythm, and we all looked at each other and went, ooh, something different. So we recorded the song again. It's basically the same words, I think. I think it's the same title, just different treatment. It's called I Will Follow. what you're saying. I can't see why you tell me so, but anytime you say go, I will follow. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't care anymore. But anytime you say go, I will follow. Just a lick of your lip, my heart flip. Switch your hips, I'm gonna fail. Anytime, anywhere, any place, and you want me there. Just snap your fingers, whisper low. I will follow. Listen, baby, I will follow. A pretty girl told me she saw your picture on the cover of a magazine. And someday soon, it won't be long, I'm gonna find you no matter where you've been. Just a lick of your lips, my heart's fit. Switch your hips, I'm in a fit. Anytime, anywhere. Baby, when you just don't care, just snap your fingers, whisper low. I will follow. Listen, baby, I will follow. Thank you. Never Say Never, I Will Follow, and this next one are off Never Say Never, the album that Glyn Johns mixed for me. We spent 3 days in London. He mixed and mastered it, and I had such a great time because I never spent any time with Glyn that wasn't work. You know, with the Small Faces, he engineered most of the Small Faces records and the 2 Best Faces records. And actually Ronnie Lane asked him to produce those, and I fully agree because he's so great. But when I was told how much money he was going to make, I was thinking, well, that's more than I'm earning. But it was worth it. It was worth it. And we had a great time. I've worked with the Stones, you know, and he's worked with the Stones, of course. And we had so many stories. I didn't know half. Someone should have been filming. Yeah. Well, anyway. Derek?
We're asking for stories.
Well, I can't tell his stories. No, but see, I'm often asked, you know, which was more sort of, more naughty. Touring with the Faces or the Stones? Oh, the Stones don't compare to the Faces. We were 5 loonies, you know what I mean? Bill, you'd hardly see him after a gig, mainly because there were a line of girls waiting to go into his room, you know? Next! It was a little bit like that. Bill was the guy in the Stones. Keith was the drugs, you know? Mick, I don't know really. He never saw him much after a gig. And Charlie was always, well, at the time I toured, Charlie and I were the ravers. We would go from room to room. like the Marx Brothers with the Chico and Harpo with the chess game. But because Charlie, he's very straight these days, and just as much fun. And where was I? Oh yeah, this is a story. It's a song. It's called An Innocent Man. This is on Never Say Never, which I think I mentioned before. And it's called Innocent Man. Yes, absolutely. As is my book, all my CDs, and in fact, even postcards of my paintings. So there. Anything you want to do, anything at all, I don't mind. Any place you want to go, any way the wind blows, will be fine. Walk with me for a while, give me a little smile, talk until you're through. I got nothing else I can do. I haven't made any plans lately, and it'll be a long time till I do. I haven't made any plans about anything. Tell me something new. Even dreamers in darkness, in silence, crave solitude. I know I do. I haven't made any plans lately, and it'll be a long time till I can. I'm an innocent man with no plans. If I threw a stone and watched it as it fell, the water so cold, deep as a wishing well. I haven't made any wishes, till I can. I'm an innocent man. I'm an innocent man. John Noda Thomas on the guitar, bass, and vocals. He'll be back. I keep hearing, is there a baby in here? Is there a little puppy dog here somewhere? Steady. Woof. It's a new song. It's off nothing at the moment. It's recorded and finished, and actually just before I left, my machine went down, and I may have lost it forever, so we'll just have to record it again. I fucking hope not. Yeah, well, anyway, you'll be the judge. It's called Mean Old World. I don't want you looking in my eyes. They cast a spell, and listening to you and all those little white lies that you tell. It's a mean old world. I don't like you hanging around here. People will talk, and when they do, like Chinese whispers, truth takes a walk. It's a mean old world. It's a mean old world. It's a mean old world. Mean old world. I can't be true to a woman who's wishing she's with someone else. When I look at you, it's all I can do. I can't help myself. It's a mean old world. It's a mean old world. It's a mean old world. Mean old world. Thank you. Now, I've been known to talk all night, and all day, and all the next night, and all the next night. It's a little story. It's a song, but the story sets the song up, I hope. As I mentioned, I've worked with Billy Bragg for quite a while, and when we'd rehearse for an English tour, he'd fly me over, and I'd stay in London. Well, that's my hometown. I was born in London, or just outside London. And but he put me in a hotel that was in the tourist district, Kensington. Nobody lives in Kensington from England, except I think Prince Charles, or he used to. Princess Di did. But so I was, you know, in a hotel with lots of Japanese, Americans, French, Germans, Italians, no English. Staff were all from other countries, and it didn't feel like being in London, and I was pissed off, frankly. I wanted to see London. London I knew. So anyway, we'd rehearse and then I'd go back to the hotel. They'd all go to their separate homes, have home cooking and loving. And I would go to a horrible hotel. Well, the hotel was fine, but it was in Kensington. So I was looking for a great pub. I like pubs. I'm a drinker, you know. Yeah. It was a shock last night playing in a library, you know. I was told before I got there, oh, you have to be very quiet. He was kidding. No, I think it was Doug who told me that. But anyway, I digress. Very often. Where was I? London. Thank you. Okay, I might need help every now and again. Who am I? Where am I? Great to be back in Philadelphia. I know where I am. But, so after the gig, you know, after the rehearsal, I'd go back to the hotel and just dump my bags and go walking, try to find a rascally pub, you know, just a friendly pub, have a conversation. Solitary drinking is not my style, you know, I've got to get into conversation with someone. But if they're French or Italian and German and Japanese and American and Canadian, all those foreign people, it's hard to have a conversation. So I did find a pub and it wasn't that good, you know. So then I eventually found an Irish pub and it turned out it was a chain of pubs, not so good. O'Neill's, they're like the McDonald's of pubs, or the McDonald's of steakhouses. Is there a goat in here? I swear I thought I heard a goat. I mean, it may have been an honest comment, but I can't. My hearing is a little odd. So I go into the pub, and they're playing Irish music, very loud. The Pogues. So there's no conversation. And just as well, because there wasn't anyone from Ireland or England in there. So I order a pint of Guinness and I'm sipping away. I'm, hello, you know, being available for someone. And nobody there, you know, everyone, as soon as you make eye contact, they look away. And so I wrote this song. Simple as that, really. It's my love song to Austin and London, in a way, because neither one was there where I was. I was homesick for both. It's called Been a Long Time. Ah, you can cut that out right now. Or I'll pull my trousers down, then you know, then it'll be, woo! It's been a long time since I've been home. It's been a long time, I've been gone so long, and nobody knows me here no more. I walk the streets all alone. It's been a long time, I must have lost my way. It's been a long time, and I know I can't stay. Don't recognize anybody I see. They're all just strangers here to me, talking about people I don't know, like explaining baseball to Eskimos. I try to understand it, but I may never will. The time's flying by and just climb that hill. It's been a long time, got nothing in common with this crowd. I feel like a spaceman on solid ground, but I'll have another drink and then I'll blow. But I left my heart here long ago. to understand it, but I may never will. The time's flying by and just spinning my wheels. I try to understand it, but I may never could. Time's flying by, just knocking on wood. It's been a long time. Stone this town, take me home. I told this story last night for the first time, and since it's almost last night still, I thought I'd share this with you. That when we drove from LA, where we lived for 16 years, for our sins, I reckon the toilet must be back there. It's been worse. When I toured with James McMurtry, we played a place in a bar in Germany that was, the stage was half this size. I don't know where the piano was. And for people to get to the toilet, I had to lean over. It's charming. But when we drove from LA to Austin, we had our two dogs, Buddy and Bo, in the back. And when we moved into the house, one of the first things I bought was an Art Deco piano. It looked great and it sounds awful. And in fact, it's a real shame. I'm still like in two minds what to do with it, because it looks great in the dining room, but as soon as you start to play, half the notes don't work, and the ones that do are out of tune, and so it's a bit strange. So I would always I'd start to play it and I'd have to find places to play where it would work, you know, or keys that would work. And but I, messing around one day at dinner, I said, Buddy, Buddy, Bo and Kim and Mac. That was the family right there, you know. And little Bo and little Buddy, the big Buddy, liked it. And every time I'd play it, they'd go, oh yeah, it's our song, come on. Dinner time, you know. It really did get, they knew it. And so we were driving into town one day through this country road, and we saw this dog on the road right in front of us, a little skinny thing. He was been beaten. Oh man, he had a great big gash in his head. He was a little chow mix. Buster. I'd always said we'd find Buster, and I said, I think we've seen Buster. He was in the middle of the road, and he was like, come on, take me home. And so it became Buddy, Bo, Buster, Kim and Mac. These are all named after blues singers. I don't know if you realize. Buddy, Holly, Bo Diddley, Buster Brown. So then we're driving home on the very same road. It's obviously where dogs throw, people throw their dogs. It's a horrible thing to do. Sort of soon after Christmas, they go, oh, I don't like that Christmas present, thank you, throw it. And we saw Bonnie, named after Bonnie Raitt. And so it became, oh, stop it. Buddy, Bo, Buster, Bonnie, Kim and Mac. Which was fine until Bo chased a cat out from under the shed one day. The cat runs into the woods, and a little bit later we hear, meow, there's a kitten in there. Billy. Buddy, Bo, Buster, Bonnie, Billy, Kim and Mac. That was it. Anyway, so that's how the end of the song came. And I used to play that. Buddy, Bo and Kim and Mac. Buddy, Bo and Kim and Mac. I love you so much, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to hug you until you fall apart. And I just make it up as I go along. And that's the verse of the song. Anyway, here's a little tune. This is off Never Say Never Again. Shut up and play. I give you all my loving and all my money too. I give you all my kisses and all the cash I got. You misuse me, play me for a fool. I like that. We got nothing in common, 'cause when I'm hot, you're cool. One of these mornings, you'll wake up and find me gone. I got 200 miles from here and going strong. I'm gonna blow my money on somebody new. We got nothing in common, 'cause when I'm hot, you're cool. Keep up now. I'm gonna blow my money on somebody new. Oh yeah, we got nothing in common, 'cause when I'm hot, you're cool. A little bird told me you were untrue, but I ain't gonna go with bad thoughts about you. You can't keep me here crying the blues. I'm gonna hit those railroad tracks, and I ain't coming back. Stash my cash from you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tiptoe out before you go to school. You could have had your gato with icing on it too, but there's nothing left, so now I'm leaving you. So if you ever get lucky, it won't be this boy blue. Oh no, I'm waving goodbye. Listen what I'm telling you. You got nothing in common, 'cause when I'm hot, you're cool. Bye-bye, baby. Thank you. It's a great pleasure to play for you and sing for you. Now I'm going to bring John back and we'll play a couple of songs for fun. See, they're all for fun, you know. If you get into music for money, you became Lady Gaga. Sorry, John, I promised I wouldn't mention that name. It's fun or nothing for me. I'll play for money, but if I don't play for fun, it ain't going to happen. So I thank you for coming out. But here's the truth of it. iTunes, sorry, that's not the future of rock and roll. It's the death of fucking rock and roll. The record companies today, nobody in any record company of any value, big record companies, has any love for music, I swear. And they were all started by lovers, passionate men and women who formed record companies because they loved the music. It's all gone. Now you get, after us spending weeks and weeks making a record that's that big, it goes onto a CD and it's that big. It's on an MP3. Have you ever seen an MP3? No such thing. It's this big. And then when you put those little earphones in and listen on iTunes, it's that big. It goes from to. It's bullshit. And Steve Jobs should get another job. Make the Apple computers. They're great. The phones, not so much. I still got 3 of them, and like half a dozen of the computers. Now, he does good work in there, but he should leave music alone. Right, lecture over. We'll do the bump. I'll try and play a little slower. I don't know if I can do that. That's called The Bump. This is a song I started writing about 20-something years ago when our troops and English and whatever, French, I suppose, Germans, were in Iraq for the first time. And I was in a dentist's office in Los Angeles where I was living, Kim, at the time, and while she was getting her teeth cleaned, I was reading the magazine, the LA Times magazine, and there was a photograph, covered 2 pages, of a young girl sitting on her bed, and next to her was a picture of her boyfriend or husband, who was obviously in Iraq. And it was very evocative. I just didn't know what the story, I don't know if there was a story, I just was fascinated by the photograph. And I wrote, he's in a picture on the table by our bed, across the ocean, but he's always in her head. And that's the end of the song, until a few years ago, when the troops are back there. And the next line was, I can't remember, but in the head. 2 years start dragging into 3. She ain't looking, but I forget what the next line was, because as the time went on, I still hadn't finished the song, and it was 4 years. 2 years start dragging into 4, she ain't looking, blah, blah, blah. So this is that's a love song to that little girl and that family that we don't know if he ever came home. It's called A Little Black Number. Thank you. Thank you. Very sweet. You're very kind. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's in a picture on the table by the bed, across the ocean, but he's always in her head. 2 years start dragging into 4. She ain't looking, but she can't ignore. Young boys checking her out. Her inner voice beginning to shout. Don't go to parties, she don't wanna dance. She ain't drinking or thinking of romance. Little sister started dating last week. Her heart's aching, but she can't help but see young boys looking in her direction. Her inner voice giving her no selection. She got a little black number hidden away. She wears it in the bedroom, never on a date. Until he comes home, it'll hang on the rack. He's never gonna see her dressed in black. Cries herself to sleep every night. He comes to her bed, lies by her side, tells her not to worry, holds her tight. And when the morning comes, she opens her eyes, sees that little black number hanging on the wall. Summer's gone, here comes the fall, lying in the sand in another land. He's never gonna see her dressed in black. Takes that little black number down from the hook, slender satin shoulders, trying not to look, putting on makeup like it matters now, dress it to put him in the ground. Cries herself to sleep, holding him tight. It's a little black number. Thank you. Thank you. Well, we're near the end of the show. You see, I announce it because I don't like that thing where, okay, thank you ever so much. They walk off, it's about everybody, hoping that they get an encore. We're not hoping, we're going to give you the encore. I'm going to tell you when the encore is, because I'm not walking off and coming back on. My legs are too old to do that. I've seen it done, and I've seen it done where the person walks off and the applause isn't big enough, and you miss out playing the song you really want to play.
Do you stick around though, Mac?
I'll stick around.
Stick
Oh
around.
yeah, I'll stick around, meet and greet, and I'll tell you some other stories. I'll tell you the truth. Actually, I have a book which is scheduled to be released the day after I die. No time soon. It's called Burning Bridges. Fuck 'em all.
Am I in that
And
one?
the only shame, I may fake my own death because I want to see the reaction. But if I fake it, I'll be sued for all kinds of money that I ain't got. So, yeah, look out for that. It's going to be an interesting read. If you like all the rage, you're going to love Burning Bridges. No mention of anybody. Thank you. Until the day. It's me being scared. Just bad timing for that. No. It's all in the book. Most of it's in the book. But Burning Bridges will be later. This is a song of our next album. Same as Mean Old World. Album to be released, to be finished. And it's called All I Want to Do. And then we're going to do the encore. We'll stand here for a minute. Then we'll do... Then I'll tell you a story and we'll do the encore. Thanks for coming out. I really appreciate it. You are the future of rock and roll. You are. You come to see a show. The show tomorrow will be slightly different. It can't be the same. The show last night was different. They're all different. Yes. Where is it? Bordentown. Yeah. And then I forget where we are after that. Whippany. Joe's Pub, yeah. Then somewhere else.
Where else are we, Lenny?
Yeah. Lenny's
Lynn
here.
Rossi.
Nice to be
I'll tell
in
you what,
Lenny's town.
Syracuse, New York. That's
Syracuse, New York, Johnstown. Oh, and wait, Fall River, Massachusetts, Syracuse, Casanova, Cleveland, Chicago, St. Louis, home. This is the 8th gig of 16 that we're doing in this run.
And what are you doing in July?
Oh, what a good question. Then I got 3 days off in Austin to soak up the sun, like it ain't here. And then I go to England to do a festival with the Faces in England, one in Belgium, one in Holland, and then we have a little break. I go back to Austin for a week, and go back. We do another show at Hurtwood Park, Polo Ground. Then we go to Japan, play the Fuji Rocks Festival. Then I fly back to to London, 1 day off. Then we start a 17 gig tour of England, Scotland and Ireland, finishing in Belfast. Don't all like that. Belfast, Dublin and Galway, and I've made sure we have 2 days off after Galway to get fucked up and sober up for the drive back to London and then back to Austin. And then all of September's off. I'll just be at home with my piano. So anyway, you are the future of rock and roll. I hope you enjoyed the show. It's great that you came out. I really appreciate it. I'll be over there to chat a little more than I am now. Shut up, Mac. It's called All I Want to Do. Three. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3. I only seem to think about you, all I ever do. I only seem to think about you. I wake up in the morning, there you are. I wake up in the night. I only got one thing on my mind, all I wanna do. All I sleep, sometimes I dream, sometimes I weep, sometimes I scream. Oh, I want you so bad. Don't say no, baby, I can't handle that. All I wanna do, all I wanna do. I only seem to think about you, all I ever do. I only seem to think about you. I drive across town dead of night, climb into your bed, run my fingers down your spine. All I wanna do, all I wanna do. Oh, you're sweet like honey, like a honeybee. You sting me. Oh, I want you so bad. Don't say maybe, baby, got no place for that. When you touch me, baby, it's time to rock and roll. Oh, I want you so bad. Don't say yes, baby, unless you mean that. John Nolan Thomas on the bass and other things. Thank you. This little song, it's called Debris. All right, and it's a Ronnie Lane song. And I should explain what debris means. In New Orleans, it means the bits of stuff off the beef that gets in with the gravy. At Mother's Restaurant, anyway. That's as good a place to be as anywhere if you're in New Orleans. But debris is the bomb sites. England, well, a lot of cities like Coventry, Birmingham, Manchester, Liverpool, London particularly were bombed to hell during the war. And Ronnie grew up, he's a year younger than me. I was born in 45. So none of us actually experienced the war, but there was evidence of it everywhere. In fact, there was a roof from our window. You could see a roof that had been bombed, smashed by a doodlebug, a V-2 rocket. Anyway, his dad was poor. They were a poor family, living in the East End of London, which was bombed very heavily. And his dad didn't have any money, and he'd scour the bomb sites for something he could resell, or he'd go down the market and buy something he could resell. He was a lovely, lovely bloke. Really, I mean, as lovely as a bloke could be with a son like lovely, lovely Ronnie. And Ronnie, as you probably know, had MS for something like 21 years before he died in 97. And we made an album of his songs to celebrate him, which was released on what would have been his 60th birthday. He was an April Fool. I don't know if you knew that. We used to beat the crap out of him. Not physically, just mentally. But enough of that. This is about Debris. This is his love song to his dad. And he talks about unions. Funny enough, Billy Bragg loves this song. He's a huge Faces fan. And we used to play it together. And he has his own love song to his dad called Tank Park Salute. His dad died when he was quite young. And both beautiful songs, so we used to play them together. But Billy thought the verse about the unions was a rallying call, and in fact, I don't think it was. We argued about this. We discussed it many times over a lager or two. But anyway, one of Ronnie's beautiful songs, Debris. I left you on the debris at the Sunday morning market. You were sorting through the odds and ends. You was looking for a bargain. Heard your footsteps at the front door, and that old familiar love song, and you knew you'd find me waiting there at the top of the stairs. I've been there and back just to see how far it was, and you tried to tell me, but I had to learn for myself. There's no trouble at the depot with the General Workers Union. And you said they'd never change a thing. Well, they won't fight and they're not working. Oh, you was my hero. Now you're my good friend. I've been there and back, and I know how far it is. But I left you on the debris, and we both know you got no money. And I wonder what you would have done without me hanging around. Ronnie Lane in the house. Thank you. John Doe Thomas, Ian McLagan. Come on, where are you going? Up here? Oh, we're right here. We're not going anywhere. We're going right here. Come and say hello. Aww. Thank you so much. Love a pint of Guinness now.